Yo, as a child, my mom used to take me and my big sister to the circus in Manhattan almost every year, man. We loved it. All the animals and clowns and acrobats, all kind of weird stuff going on, but it was amazing to us. But circus came outside and now I feel different. Ringling brother, Braun and Bailey. Earth is looking so crazy. The other day I seen this lady twerking while she nursed her baby. Had to turn the other way from the disgrace. Quick and hasty, kept my cover, feeling smothered while big brother track and trace me. Hound me and he drown me out with lies so astounding. Clowns all around every town just expounding. City turned to carnival. Circuses on purpose lost connection with the universe. Now they feeling worthless. Can't resist the urges, null and void in order searches. Spelling out their curses, rights is written out in cursive. Compassion is the compass, our circuit. We have to work it, reverse the curse it. They cast it for, they cast us into purges. Masses fast asleep, still insurgent class emerges. Trapped in here with sheep, the diversion coming surges. Tidal wave rising, Phoenix on the horizon. Trump is worth the dump, more shit that stunk. Our ship is sunk by Biden.
Thank you for tuning in to F.M.S, Future Management Services, ttt.v, Tell the Truth Vision, Heal the Nation podcast. I'd like to thank everyone that's been subscribing and commenting and also liking the videos. I appreciate that. And the comments are very, very positive. So I'm glad that this is helping people and people are contributing their thoughts. Today's podcast is on sobriety and also our spiritual health. So mental health, spiritual health, all that's connected. It's why is being sober so important in this day and time? Just think about it. This is very trying time. This is a dark time. There's a lot going on. There's so much bad things, unfortunately. But think about it. When you are sober, you're more in control of what's going on around you. You're more in control of yourself. You're more in control of your awareness. You can notice things a lot faster than if you're in a slumber or you're preoccupied with whatever thoughts are going through your mind whenever you're intoxicated. So you're not able to respond as quickly. Even driving, people think that they could drive and be even better than if they were sober because they're relaxed. It's a false sense of security or control. A lot of us are living a lie. We think that, oh, this is going to make me do better or make me feel better or whatever the case may be. But what it does is pacify you for a temporary period. So the problem compounds and it gets worse and worse. And when you get back to it, then you have to drink or drug or do that all over again. So in my other podcasts, I talk about addiction, how it sneaks up on you. So check out my other videos. Each one gets better and better, but the other videos are very important too. And a lot of people who have commented on those videos, you may want to see what they have to say about that as well. But more importantly, like I was saying, it alters your mind state. And this is a very spiritual time that we live in. It's a lot going on. It's a lot of bad influences that are trying to attack your person and your morals, your standards, the things you stand for. And this is an attack on your spirituality. And if you're not sober, these things can easily infiltrate your world and upset your world. And you wonder why your world is not the way you want it to be. And your own circumference is infiltrated. So therefore, you're not sober. You can't even recognize what the problem is. The problem may be because you're drinking and you're not paying attention. So that's one thing. This is a very spiritual time, and we're in a spiritual warfare. And why not be sober? Why not be sober when we're going through a hard time? Why would a person in the army or military go to war without having their cognitive mind in place, their thinking process? Why would they go drunk or drugged up and risk losing their life? So sobriety, like the Bible says, it says it's wise for a king not to drink and for a prince to drink moderately. And we are representations of God. So the thing is, we're little kings. We're not children anymore or little queens, but we still represent the Most High. So if you're a king and you are drinking, then it's going to be bad government, bad management, bad decision making. And that goes for you as you're the king of your castle, your household, or queen of your castle or household. And you're drinking and drugging, your life, your world falls apart. Your household falls apart. And let me give you an idea of how it can alter your mindset. So maybe this would drive home a little bit. You're in a bar, right? Let's just say you're in a bar, and somebody comes up to you, bumps you, or they say something to you, and it upsets you. You've been drinking a lot, and your thought process is probably to fight them or to hit them or to push them. But if you're sober, maybe you would ignore them. Maybe you would take the high road and say, "Oh, my bad, I bumped into you," or "Oh, excuse me," or you may not think of it in any fashion. Because there's energies, forces, and spirits in alcohol. That's what they call it, spirits. There's energy in there that is a negative energy. It's not a good negative, it's a bad negative. So that negative energy will make you think of things of violence, or people become very agitated very easily. So it alters your mind state. And the spiritual warfare comes in where you're fighting with this feeling when you're sober, but when you're not sober, those feelings take over. And you're just going to respond according to the way you feel. And it may turn up that you go to jail, or the person tries to harm you or hurt you, or you get very seriously hurt, go to the hospital, or whatever the case may be, when the situation could have been avoided because you were not drinking, you were not at the bar, or both. Or something can happen in your household or on a neighborhood, or it could be anywhere that these energies that the alcohol has takes over your mind, or the drug takes over your mind and your behavior. When your behavior becomes into effect, is it going to be wise decisions you make, or it's going to be decisions that you make that are not wise? Why take the chance in this day and time with everything going on, with a lot of killing, a lot of shootings, a lot of mayhem, basically? Just a lot of foolishness going on unnecessarily because people have neglected self-control. See, there's something, I don't know how spiritual you are, but there's forces, dark forces that are working right now over time that are trying to stop you from achieving the promise that Yeshua and the Most High has promised us. And you go through life just thinking everything's everything, just another day, just another day, just another day. And meanwhile, people are getting further and further and further away, further and further away from God and the promise that we have coming to us. Things look dim, things look dark, times are bad times, falling on bad times. Some of us are, still recovering from COVID. As far as that era where everybody, wasn't really making that much money and things of that nature. So people want to drink, or people want to drug, or to relieve themselves of their problems. But that's not the way. That's not the way to get yourself ahead. That's not the way for your salvation. This is not a spiritual talk. This is a life lessons talk, basically, because if you know anything in reference to God, when I say God, I say the Most High, because there's a lot of energies trying to claim God. But I say the Most High, or I say Yeshua, in Yeshua's name, that He bless us to make it. There's damage with drugs and alcohol, and that damage is spiritually. You get damaged. It's your mind is altered, is damaged, which affects your spirit, your soul, your body, break down your organs, break down, give you high blood pressure, liver problems, whatever the case may be. Same thing with the drugs. Attacks your body, your mind, your spirit, your happiness. You're doing it to try to get happy, but when you come down, you can feel worse. So really think about what you're doing and people, places, and things, and you have to make conscious efforts. And God said if you move towards Him, a step towards Him, He moves 10 towards you, or something of that nature. So keep God in your life and do what you have to do. So take care of your mental health, your spiritual health, your physical health. So God put in my heart to have this sobriety talk in reference to spirituality and your body, because there's people I've known, or people I know, that they didn't even know that their drinking had taken them so far that they were going to lose their life. They're looking bad and everything. People looking, oh, you don't look right. Something's wrong with you. He happened to go to the hospital, and they kept him and told him, listen, you drink another drink, you're going to die. That's a rude awakening. And they kept him and they treated him and everything, and he came out. He hasn't drank since. And it's been a few years. But you just don't know what you're doing to your body. You just don't know what you're doing to your mind, to your spirit, your soul, when you're drugging and drinking. And then the warfare that's going on now, as far as the spiritual warfare, financial warfare. I mean, there's a whole lot going on right now to be not sober. So really consider it. Go to AA meetings, whatever you need to do to go up and beyond to conquer that demon. Because like I said before, these drugs are spirits, and they get into your body and they alter your mindset, your mind state. So anyway, that's basically what I have to say. And you have a beautiful day, and may the Most High bless you in Yeshua's name. And thank you for tuning in to F.M.S. Future Management Services, Hills of the Nation podcast. You have a great day.